Experts back Mahama. WAEC probes 2000 PEC candidate. Plaintiff rejects ruling in the matter of the limited voter registration case. Drags EC boss to court of appeal over that matter. On the front page of the publisher newspaper, they say minister loves midnight sex than 24-hour economy. That's Upper East Regional Minister Stephen Yakubu, who says that if you bring 24-hour economy, they cannot sleep with their wives. Oh, my brother. My brother. Baumiana Post still show at Mensha. Amisha Dyer's GRA Workers Union brings out scary skeletons in Kabok. Amisha Dyer is a retiree, though. He's a man of God. He's a doctor. But he is in a position when young people cannot find jobs to do. And he's a retiree who is staying on the job. That is a fact. The battle of chiefs of staff for running mate. Okay, and the custodian newspaper, Electrochem gives more salt concession to Adan artisanal manis. Take advantage of AFCTFA. AMP chair to Ghanaian businessman, Mr. Gobichar Dako, is the chairman of APN, and athlete A Japan wins National Iconic Award. Affirmative action bill to be passed soon. Who's saying that Cheddar Minister Hajja Lariba Zuera Abdu, that's the deputy, not Frida Brempe, Ghana to host Maiden Global Confab on cybersecurity. William, what do you have there?
Ghanaian Observer this morning, Ghana card numbers to be issued to newborns next month. That's according to Dr. Baumia. MPP government has brought great relief to women. Keith Jevua is suggesting or saying so. Ghana Education Service marks Golden Jubilee anniversary, and Chartered Institute of Human Resource Management Ghana confers fellowship on Energy Minister. Ghana to host Maiden Global Conference on cyber capacity building on the front page of the Ghanaian Observer. Daily analyst this morning, nation building is a collective responsibility, according to GGA president, and Torenco has no financial capacity. Attorney General cautions the oil refinery, and Toll Board says the deal is clean. 2024 budget increase allocation to Electoral Commission that's coming from MP for Tamale South, Haruna Idrisu. Electrochem allocates more portions of its concessions to local miners, and 24-hour economy. We are ready to educate you more. Haruna Idrisu still speaking. Ghanaian Times this morning. President slams NDC supporters as Mahama condemns fixing the country movement. Joint political discourse to help shape country's development. Speaker to traditional rulers, and minority kicks against ally to restrict importation of 22 items. Ghana to host Maiden Global Conference on GC3B. Front page of the Ghanaian Times. And finally, the anchor. The anchor this morning. Ghana Mining Expo pushes for community mining agreement. Mortuary workers to lay down tools this Wednesday. Ghana Lithium deal best ever, says Mirikuduka. And even in war zones, couples have sex, APAC slams regional minister. Front page of the anchor. That's it.
So this Upper East regional minister, what do we say to him?
We say that maybe he's expecting the NDC to come with better particulars to explain, because obviously he has his own understanding of the concept.
To begin with, what he said.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, that is his understanding of the whole concept.
A regional minister,
the whole initiative.
Head of the Regional Security Council.
Yes, so I have seen various comments. Even the vice president says chop bars operate 24 hours already,
which is a lie.
And see, that's what I'm saying, that people's understanding of the concept.
But it's a PhD holder, so.
Mother, you always talk about it.
Yeah, I will talk about it. Why should
you don't see Professor? So me, what I understand is, I'm trying to equate this 24-hour initiative to President Kufuor and Alan Martin's Friday Wear thing.
Right.
To the point where now even corporate entities have had their own designs and they are printing for their members. And so that is also boosting the textile industry. So the modalities are that the NDC is saying that, look, we're going to run a 24-hour economy, and there are some things that we put in place. For me, I'm looking at them talking about roads, street lighting, security, and maybe water supply. So if all these plus more are assured, then the 24-hour concept is not going to be like a legislation that says that everybody should work 24. They're just going to create an enabling environment so that if 5 o'clock in Ghana, generally, I'm saying the word is generally, you want to even buy tomatoes, pepper, and some vegetables after 5 p.m. this country, in your neighborhood, you can get. If you go to do Momo, you know the Momo people, they have a lot of security issues.
That's right.
After a while, they close.
They murder them.
Exactly. So after a while, they close. So if the president is talking about security, that's where we. So every time, my whole area, there's only one place that you can get electricity credit to buy 24 hours. 24 hours, yes. One place. And if you go the way they've barricaded the place, just some small hole that you just give them the card and they'll give you.
Just to protect themselves.
Exactly. And so sometimes you're not able to monitor your meter and so on and so forth. You are sleeping at night and the thing goes off. You should be able to walk on a very good road, on a very lit area to go and buy your credit. That's how I see it. It's not about you going to farm at dawn and coming early or late to come and capitalize your wife.
You want to. I mean,
like the minister is saying.
So Stephen Yakubu, he is a regional minister for the Upper East region. Nanado decided that he should be the minister for the region. And this is him speaking Tosh.
So if he gets the opportunity to go back to parliament for any ministerial appointment, do you know what he's going to say?
No.
It was just political talk.
But we can't allow some of these people and these things to happen.
Unfortunately, that's what they do.
How is he? What is he teaching the next generation?
After the job, you heard it, so we'll hear more.
No.
So
I'm hurt.
The NDC, the MP for Tamale South are suggesting that they are going to educate us more on the 24-hour economy, hoping that, of course, we'll get the details. And I'm excited about it because we go elsewhere. And as I said, simple things. You want to cook at night, you can't get.
Very simple things.
Yeah. I mean,
rail.
The road sector would have to benefit a lot because elsewhere you see them working under floodlights round the clock. You know.
So why can't we do it? Is it because we have conditioned our minds that this is not for us, or what?
That's why I'm saying that it is good that the initiative has been thrown into the space. So we begin to think about it so that if a contractor gets a job, he has constant supply of electricity to ensure that he has light to work on the site. But if the place there's no light, how do you go and work? So what the president or the former president is saying basically is that they are going to put in place certain measures to make the economy run 24 hours. It is not the 24-hour economy in a vacuum. It is what it takes to go around the clock working. So that when we have a project, like as you said, roads, any construction work, the floodlights are there. People are working round the clock. You go on shift A, shift B. People do it abroad. You call your friends and you say that I'm working at night.
I'm working.
So let's talk in the morning.
1 a.m.
Yes. And people are talking about can I get the passport at dawn, and it should be possible. And people are asking, so the civil service, are they going to work? And the civil service space where they offer services that are needed round the clock. Why not? There is not every civil service job that offers service round the clock.
So this minister, is it fit for purpose?
You want to go?
No, I want to ask.
That one is for his employer to decide.
But we are his employers. We employ him and the president. He decides that because of a certain proposal of a 24-hour economy, he cannot go back to go and have sex with his wife. So,
and the saddest thing is that these people were cheering.
He's not fit for purpose.
You know,
he's not fit for purpose. If I were president, I would have sacked him right the day. But nobody will sack him. He knows it, so he won't do anything about it. Anyway, Amishada's GRA Workers Union brings out scary skeletons in cupboard. They are not happy about some issues that are ongoing there. Staff that are being hired here and there, or not on the right note. They are not happy about the fact that their HR department have been sidestepped and they've given the contract to KPMG. They are not happy that the NAPCO beneficiaries are not given the first choice to run. And they are not happy about a lot of things. But this is an Osofo. He's supposed to know better.
But you have asked on this show on a number of occasions whether people have heard about how do you call it, adverts for vacancy in certain institutions.
Yes.
And this just falls into it. Bank of Ghana, GRA, and the way, we've seen some areas as very lucrative when it comes to employment. And some people have just hijacked it. Some class of society have hijacked it.
Yeah.
If you get a job at Bank of Ghana, I mean, how did you get the job? I mean, if you get the job at GRA, people ask, how did you get it? If you get a job in certain areas, like the presidency, I tell you, hey, I've got the job at the presidency as a presidential staffer. Right. It is all per the interest of certain individuals. So this question goes to the issue that you've been raising on the show that, look, if it's Bank of Ghana, it is Bank of Ghana.
It's
not the bank
of
the party in power
it's
or the government in power. So every qualified
get
individual
access to it?
to have access to that kind of employment space. If you talk about GRA, it is still Ghana Revenue Authority. So the name Ghana is there. We are all Ghanaians. And so, like former President Mills said, people get jobs in the GRA, in customs, and within 3 years, they are building homes, buying cars. So that is the kind of picture we've painted for some of these, jobs. So that getting in there has become like a gold field for some people.
Which is unfortunate.
So as I said, the president was very upset. He said, look, you come, some people have worked for, I'm not saying that we should work for 15 years before buy a car. But if you were employed on the right note, you are working and your salary. That's
President
fine.
Mills.
Yes. So at the end of the day, this is an issue that must be, it's a matter of, for me, I see it as corruption. Something that must be investigated by the Office of the Special Prosecutor. Because if somebody is there and is sidestepping HR, it's just like you are procuring something, logistics for the organization. Yeah. This one, you're also procuring the services of individuals for the business.
That's it.
And so if you are going wayward in terms of the procedure or the way to go, I think it must be investigated. Anybody caught in that web should be dealt with. If the laws begin to work, these things will not happen. That's why our civil service, our public services are also always suffering, because the right people sometimes don't get to do their job. Putting square pegs in round holes always give us negative results. So it's not just about corruption, but it's about the national interest too.
It's sad.
So GRA, if this story is what it is, then I think the right authorities should get into, because this NAPCO thing, we're told that we're going to get training and employment.
Permanent jobs.
And the economy will grow and grow,
and will be jobs
and the
jobs and jobs and the economy will grow and grow and grow, and there'll be jobs and jobs and jobs.
The campaign season is on again. We are going to hear more of this. But when we start to work,
but now the people are wide awake.
That's what I'm saying.
Cannot fool the people.
You see, if you are talking about 24-hour service and you are employing the wrong people, it is not going to have any effect on the society.
Yeah, you need to employ the right people.
Exactly.
Set the right structures in place and set the right modalities, and then the people can benefit, and then the country can benefit. If you don't do that, we'll be wasting our time.
Yeah, because some jobs, even in private sector, you write the application, you meet this group before you go for interview. They put you on probation before they give you appointment letter. But you just working because you know somebody who knows somebody who
knows somebody.
Then you start working. If you do that, you can't show working in the end because you'll be caught in the web.
You won't have a scorecard.
I'm really upset, and I think that I should let you know. I was waiting for the Anas video to be shown, and that confirmed the reports that I've been having all along. Officers of customs, you are Ghanaian citizens. You have to help us to build a better Ghana. But if this is the kind of behavior, this is the kind of attitude that you have, you are not helping us in any way. Indeed, today, I came to express my disgust and my revulsion at the way some of you are helping to erode the benefits that we are making or we have to give to our people. You are in charge of revenue. Every day we hear reports about malpractices People collecting bribe with careless abandon. People who think that they are entitled to take bribes. How can we get rid of corruption? I'm not saying that nobody should appreciate the work that you are doing. But when you make it a condition, somebody should give you some money before you perform your duties. I've known Customs for quite some time. I was Commissioner of Internal Revenue. And the announced video confirmed the fears I've had for quite some time. Look at yourself. I want to talk very frankly to you. Somebody joins Customs, 2-3 years, the person is putting up a building. The person owns a car. In what organization will it take you 3 years to build? And it is not the exception. It is the rule. Very often, my Minister for Finance is worried about the fiscal gap that we have. And your duty is to collect, to display transparency in the way you operate. And I'm happy with the initiative that General Mode has taken. And I give him my full support. My brothers and sisters, let me be very honest with you. If it means transferring everybody, I will give him the authority to do so. If it means changing all the people in Customs, I will do so. Because we do not owe anybody anything. But I know there are good people amongst you. The good people should be influencing the bad ones. Because your reputation now has been soiled. And this is something that we have known all along. And I want to use this occasion to send a signal to your colleagues at Aflao. I'm aware of what they are doing. And very soon we'll descend on them.
Hello, Auntie Araba. Hey, Bugger, how are you doing today? I want to buy Pepsodent Cavity Fighter, but I don't have enough money. Oh. So what are you going to do? Can you give me the big size? You know, as for me, I'll pay the balance later.
Today, no credit. I haven't sold much this month.